Hi there, welcome to my channel. Today I want to do some Christmas card making, and I want to use some ISTI digitals that I found and some Temu things that I've gotten in hauls, and I think they'll be kind of simple cards. The die cut's a little bit intricate, but besides that the rest is pretty simple. But I'm excited to show you the digitals. These aren't my digitals. This is a store that I found on, and I'll leave a link in the description box if you guys want to see if you like them and want to get some. And they come in mint, and they come in several different color variations. This is the one that I picked, and then I have another one I'll show you too that I liked. Actually, I would have gotten there's like 6 of them, I think, maybe even a little bit more. I would have gotten every one if I could afford it, because they just popped out at me. So I wanted to try to see if we could do black on a Christmas card. Maybe you guys have done that before. I've never tried it, and I think it's gonna turn out kind of cool. But when you print these out, a lot of these papers that you find, especially when they say digital scrapbook paper, they're 12 by 12. And the paper that we're printing on is 11 by 8.5. So if your printer, a lot of times when you click on a 12 by 12 paper, it'll stretch it out to be the full page. And that would look like, I think I got one here. Let's see. That would look like this one. That one is printed full page. It's actually a 12 by 12. To make it the proper size would be like this one. As you can see, there's parts where it didn't print if you don't spread it out to be full page. And that can make everything bigger. And it can stretch out flowers and different things like that. So when I'm making cards, I tend to print it and not use some of the paper, even though it's a little bit wasteful, because it keeps the sizes right. If I was trying to do a junk journal page, I would make it spread out. Plus, I think it makes them really bigger than what you see on the digital listing. So most of these papers I just printed in their 12 by 12 size, but didn't let the printer go to the full page. And see how pretty they are? I don't have all of the pages printed in this listing, but I printed most of them. So we're going to try to make some cards out of this and see what we come up with. We didn't get any of the, there's ones with trees too. I didn't get any of those in there. And then the other color, a lot of them were triple colored, but then some of them were just, I'll show you. I guess that's still triple colored. It's just different shades of blue and lavender. So I really like this one. Here's the trees on this one. I did a card with the trees on the other one that I'll show you at the end. But I thought this one was pretty too. I'm gonna, after I'm done with this I'm gonna be making some more of my Christmas cards out of using these. So just really, really pretty paper. So I'll leave a link to her shop. It's Luna Blue, I think. It could be Luna Bell. But anyways, I'll leave a link to her shop where you guys can pick these up if you want. And the price was not bad. She had a sale. The digitals were $2.31 for the listing. And you can keep using them over and over and over again. So that's not too bad. So what we're going to do is try to make a couple cards. And I've noticed that a lot of people use the cards that are 5.5 by 4 1/4. And I was always just using way big ones, just folding a regular 8.5 by 11.5 in half and making the whole thing a card. So I've made these down to the more proper size that most people are using. And then I wanted to use this die that I got recently, and you'll see it in one of my hauls. It's a really cute little die. that says joy. And what comes out of it is this, I'll show you here, is these pieces and this one. And then you can make different variations. If you got different colors, and do different ways of putting it together. Here's another color over here. And this comes out, it goes in there. And it just makes a really cute little sentiment that you can do all kinds of different variations on. But I had scraps left over from the 3 cards that I made, and I wanted to use up the scraps. So I thought that we would just make a simple card with some of the scraps. And then, and then on my cards I used their Temu's glitter paper. And in my video of the haul, you'll see that the paper is really thin and it has adhesive backing. So what I did, here I'll show you some. What I did was take it and glue it to, adhesive it back to a piece of cardstock. So then I could work with it. Because I tried just putting that down on a card, and I'm not very good at getting things straight and crinkled. And so when I put it on the cardstock, it just helped me out a lot. Plus, it helped cut out sentiments, small things. Like when I tried to cut out the edging of this, it was hard to unstick from, and it got all tangled up, and I couldn't keep it straight. So like I put this is a silver, and you can see even when I did it on this, I ended up crinkling it, but I think that'll be fine. Nobody will notice that I cut out a word or use it as a backing of a card, but I put it on a piece of cardstock so that I could better use it. And so that is some glitter paper that we had left. So we're just going to glue this down. And I'm just having fun making Christmas cards and using my Temu stuff. And I've always looked on ISTE for digitals. I kind of had tried to not buy any paper pads anymore. It's a little bit difficult with solids because I feel like when you're printing out a solid on this, I gotta stop talking for a second while I get this even. When you're printing out a solid, I feel like you use up so much ink. But I'm on an instant ink plan, the HP instant ink plan, so I shouldn't worry about it. But besides solids, I just use all digitals. And they make so many cool digitals. And if you have a graphic program, you can also take those digitals, so that a lot of the 12 by 12 papers, and you can make them into 8 by 11 in your graphic programs, which I do that too. All right, there we go. See, this is going to be a really quick card with our scraps. I've been doing junk journals for the last like 5 years, and you use the whole page there, and you do have scraps when you do junk journals, you do, but not as many as you have when you're doing cards. Every time you cut into a piece of paper, you are making a little scrap again. So there is the start of our card, and then I had made these up earlier, and I thought that that would be good there, and I wanted a little depth. Instead of using foam tape, I used pieces of cardboard that I had, and you can use pieces of cardboard if it has a little bit of depth to it to use to make the different things you want on your card stand up, because a little bit of depth always helps. So I put them on already so that you didn't have to sit here and watch me fiddle around putting those on. And we'll try to get a little glue out of this. There it comes. I hope you guys are having a good crafting day. All right. And I'm going to put this at a little bit of an angle. And then I want something for the center. And since we're doing a little bit of black, which I think is going to work, I don't see why it doesn't work for Christmas. I bought these, or I got these from Temu too. They're bling, and they come in different colors. And so I'm going to put a black one right in the middle to enhance that black one there. And that's going to be mostly the end of our card. Now, you could add some more to these cards, and I tried some branches underneath there, and I thought it didn't look half bad. But so there's a very simple card with lots of color. I think it looks really Christmassy. And we'll do one more quick one. Actually, I'm going to do it, but I'm not going to glue it right in front of you. So this one, I used that glitter card from Temu. Oops, where's my card base? Here it is. And I cut it down as a background. And then I had some more scraps. And what I thought I would do was use it as a kind of a boxed out border. And now I'm missing my scraps too. Oh, here it is. Make a Christmas tree kind of separated in the middle. And then we put the joy down here like that. And then I had some more bling. I bought these flat back pieces. It's really pretty. I thought we'd put that on the top of the tree. Like I said, I'm not going to glue it down right now. I'm just going to show you what I'm going to do. And then put that dot in the middle. And there's another card with some of the scraps that would make a really pretty card. And then I'll show you the 3 others that I made off camera. This is one. And that Merry Christmas is a die from Temu too. And that ribbon is from Temu. So, and then I started taking the scraps and I started putting a few of them in the middle to make a little bit of the front of the card. And that's a die from Temu. You know, I'm not sponsored from Temu or anything, but I could never have afforded some of this stuff. So I'm excited that I'm able to use it and afford it. And I just think that these turned out really pretty. And I love these digitals, so I hope that I'm turning you guys on to a digital that you didn't know existed, and that maybe you're going to go look at them and be excited. And I'm sure the shop owner will be real happy that we did this and that you found her great digitals. And so do you think that we can do black, for a little black in Christmas, and it's going to work? So leave me your answer in the description box and let me know if you think that that's going to work or not. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a really great day, the rest of your day, and y'all take care.